We're through the first quarter of the season. Hard to believe, I know. As we kick off in this Week 5 contest. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
They go play action on first. Fits it through the middle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Trubisky looking to pass. Throw left side, complete. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
He's on the move. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 15 at the Panthers' 42-yard line.
Ready? Go!
Trying again, following the sack. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Hey, hey! Shout alert! Shout Bronco switch!
He's got it on the bootleg. Touchdown, Chicago! What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. So here come the Panthers now for their opening drive. And we'll take a glance at their 7th-year QB.
I think we could give them a pass from last week because they still found a way to win, and that's the ultimate job of a quarterback. But those interceptions, that's not what we're used to seeing out of him week to week. The 2 touchdowns, though, well, that's the bar he wants to hit each and every time out, and when he gets there, usually good things follow.
That's taken in by Samuel. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Going run again with McCaffrey. He's up again. And he takes this all the way down to the 24-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
It is caught left side. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers finish off their opening drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Draw play. This is McCaffrey. Juke the defender. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Finds him over the middle. On the move, past the 40. And he reaches the 30 before going out of bounds. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He'll get this to Samuel. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And now they have a 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. They're 3 yards closer to the end zone. Here comes 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And he's only able to manage 1 yard, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Set United.
McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Oh, they'll try and run it in. And he's in for the touchdown. The Panthers get some late points and the lead. Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers take a 4-point lead.
14, Bears 10.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 2nd and 6 now. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down. And 6 yards to go.
Trubisky. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Chicago brings out the punting unit. And this is the first time he's been called on today. Fielded at the 11. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. The Panthers returning their offense and this running back to the field. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll try and throw it here. This one falls incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Motioning him from the slot right. He passes the 35. Inside the 45. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. On the counter, McCaffrey. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. Trubisky now to throw. He's on the move. He'll try and run this. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 36. Finds a seam down the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Here we go, set, check go.
To the air with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
2nd and 10 now. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. So we've arrived at halftime. Not a big window for those halftime speeches. They're right back out of the locker room and set to resume play with the 3rd quarter. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Panthers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And as they get started, we get to see some of the first-year players who've taken this league by storm and are leading our race for Offensive Rookie of the Year.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass, caught by his tight end. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
To throw here on 1st down. This ball's caught by McCaffrey. And this one does not go far.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Looking to throw it this time. Completed here to McCaffrey. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That one gains 7. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. From the 39. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Completed over the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Third and just 2 to go. On 3rd and short, McCaffrey. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They stick with McCaffrey. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. He has the Carolina touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He's got it to his running back. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Working inside the red zone. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
And he goes out of bounds. Wow, major miscue there, and they're not going to get 2.
You spend all week on 2-point plays trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Panthers set to take the field. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. They've got 1st down from the 31. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Let's go now.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped after getting this down to the 31. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Panthers leading by 8. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. That's taken in by Samuel. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Runs in, touchdown Carolina. The Panthers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Gano for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers lead by 15 now.
Bears 16.
On the jump. Ready.
Trubisky looking to pass. Getting out to his left.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Here we go.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Looking to throw it. Hauled in left side. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Second and 6 coming up here. And he's taken down on a short run that gets inside the 35. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
18, let's go now.
Throwing now from the gun. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
The defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Hurt.
They kick the running back in motion.
60, trap 60.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He connects downfield on 4. Touchdown, Carolina. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense